I am in paradise, or at least the closest I think it's humanly possible to get to it on Earth. You actually have to visit Munnar in Kerala to understand why it's called God's own country. And lucky for me, it's also where one of the properties, ranked amongst the top 10 hotels with the best service in India, is located. I didn't say it, you did on TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor, the world's and India's largest and most popular travel community, recently announced the winners of its 2010 Traveller's Choice Awards. Unlike any other hotel awards in the world, these are based on the millions of real and unbiased reviews and opinions from travelers on TripAdvisor. So the jury here is you, the traveler, and we are rolling out the red carpet only for the best places to stay in across 4 different categories. And the 4 categories are best luxury hotels, best bargain hotels, best hotels for families, and hotels with the best service. On today's episode, we're featuring a selection of the properties voted amongst the top 10 hotels with the best service in India. And in 6th place is Camp Noel in Munnar. Set on a rolling hillside in the thick of Kerala's tea plantations, Camp Noel is a charming and secluded resort hotel. 8 individual cottages dot the hotel grounds and have as much glass as brick, affording excellent views of the lush surroundings. This is so not the kind of place that you will just chance upon during your travels. It's a good hour and a half ahead of Munnar, the last half hour of which is a complete detour off the main road. So it's quiet, exclusive and remote, and you can thank us for telling you about it later. The service at Camp Noel starts with the staff tailoring your holiday to your tastes and needs.
For every guest, we are planning their stay depending upon what they like exactly. Since Aisha likes more adventure and off-roading with hiking. So first of all, we'll go for a hike. Later on, we plan for some off-road with 4-wheel drive.
And so, without further ado, I'm promptly packed off on my first hike with my personal guide Riju, who is full of helpful information.
See, this place is full of leeches.
Oh my God! I don't want to. Thank you very much. No, not at all, not at all. That's pretty gross, little creepy, crawly, blood-sucking creatures everywhere. And I have shoes up to here, but I'm told that, you can't avoid them. They will crawl into your shoes.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a leech check at the end of the hike. So ignoring the leeches, we set off on what started out seeming like a tame enough walk in the woods. Soon, though, the vegetation got progressively thicker as I was deftly guided deeper into the glades. So the tree line changes from a version of eucalyptus to pine, and you don't have to be able to see it. You can smell the change in the air. In fact, so deep in the woods, all of your senses kick into high alert. Every sound is louder and every movement magnified. I will admit that towards the end, I was beginning to wonder about where exactly we were headed, and the steeper drops and inclines we were navigating were not helping. We're just going up and down. I'm sure there's no viewpoint really. He's just trying to get us to eat more at his restaurant. Really? It's a long hike. They didn't tell me that when I started. That's awesome. And then suddenly, the valley opened up before us. And just like that, it was worth it. So my celebrated guide, Riju, has made me walk for an hour and a half, uphill and downhill, and round the mountains and through pine glades. to come to this beautiful viewpoint that actually has a bird's eye view of Camp Noel, which you can see from right over here. Okay, so my guide says that it's time for my periodic leech check. So we shall see if any of them got in from my shoes. Viju, what do you think? My boots were a good idea after all, and not a single leech managed to get in. Little bloodsuckers, they think they won't get to my feet. Well pleased with my foresight, we set off at a brisk pace back to camp. Unfortunately though, the leeches weren't ready to accept defeat so easily. As far as I know, it's only on my shoe. Okay, time for emergency leech check, sorry.
No problem.
My God! There are leeches everywhere! Okay, guide, helper, guide, savior, can we please?
Maybe inside.
Okay.
Just open it.
Yep, there's one in there, there's one in there.
Yeah. Just one minute.
Okay. Give a girl a second to regain her dignity. So I'm going to put some distance between me and the blood-sucking leeches. We're going off-roading next. We're going to get some wheels between me and the ground. Yes? Okay, let's go. And it's raining. This is my ride for the day. Munnar has always been one of my favorite places to get behind the wheel, and my escorts on this occasion were remarkably at ease with the tracks weaving us in and out of the forest.
Come on, jump in, go where you've never ever been. Don't close your eyes.
And helpfully produced chainsaws to hack rogue trees out of our way. Now that's what I call customer service.
You'll realize you hold the future in your hand. Certainly, just believe it was any way you.
The huge amounts of rain in Munnar keeps the soil slushy and shifting, so tracks can get tricky without warning. We wanted to go off-roading, and that is the service Camp Noel provided. We went off-roading, and how? Either the earth is really tightly packed mud with steep inclines and large stones, or it's slushy as goo and your wheels go slipping out from under you. It's a lot of fun. However, at the moment, both of our cars, my Bolero with really low ground clearance and the backup vehicle